Today I will be arguing the relationship between morality and religion, specifically the common assumption that morals are determined by religion. Most of us have an understanding of what morals are or what religion is based off our own experiences and personal beliefs. But let me start off by specifying the overall meaning of morals and religion so that we can better understand the effect they have on each other. According to Oxford English Dictionary, morals are a person's standards of behavior or beliefs concerning what is and is not acceptable for them to do, and religion is the belief in and worship of a superhuman controlling power, especially a personal god or gods. After arguing both sides of the relationship, I believe that morals are not ultimately determined by religious beliefs, nor that religious beliefs always depict a person's character. Morals support the distinction between right and wrong, they influence decisions, and provide a humanly reaction in any situation. They can be entirely motivated by mercy, empathy, and compassion for humanity without reflecting religion at all. Similarly, the golden rule, treat others as you would want to be treated, is often very influential among non-religious people. Because of this, the morals and personal standards of those who do or do not believe in alternative things have the right to be preserved and given the benefit of the doubt. Whether choosing to follow a conventional religion, an unconventional religion, or no religion at all does not mean angelic or saintist behavior automatically follows. According to the Census Bureau, there are currently about 327 million people residing in the United States, majority of which claim Christianity. With that being said, it is not undeniable that religious affiliations do influence some individuals' behavior. But assuming that for all of humanity is a bleak extreme that can result in controversial arguments and wrongful assumptions about people. There are usually two common assumptions made when associating morals and religion. The first one is that religious people follow a moral lifestyle, and vice versa, that non-religious people follow an evil lifestyle. I believe that these assumptions are deceitful and misleading as long as there is imperfection among humanity. Hiding malicious behavior behind a religious title is an abuse of God's endowment, but is not as uncommon as we'd like to believe. Similarly, righteous behavior is often overlooked or omitted if there is knowledge of non-religious beliefs or atheism. I am here to argue that the concept of predetermined moral or immoral lifestyles is unfair and discriminatory. There are thousands of ways the relationship between morality and religion can be addressed, from simple to complex. So where do we draw the line? For example, something as simple as a teenager desperately begging for the newest phone his friend just got is considered a sin. The 10th commandment states, "Thou shalt not covet," which means yearning to possess or have something. Most people would overlook the context of the situation without judgment, presuming that the teen is juvenile and unaware that he is sinning. If there were a blunt connection between morals and religion, then the boy would not only be seen as non-religious, but also immoral. With almost certainty, I believe that no one would judge the teen's character to such extremes. However, if the age, gender, or objectivity changed, then it would be a different situation with different assumptions. This hazy and imprecise line is what makes it difficult to assume that morals are, in fact, determined by religion. Another example is a middle-aged woman who has repeatedly declared that she is not religious and does not believe in a higher power. She does, however, believe that charity and compassion goes a long way, and to her, spirituality signifies being at peace with herself. She has led an honest, selfless, and moral lifestyle, but identifies as atheist. Is it justifiable to immediately assume that she is an immoral, evil person because of her religious beliefs? No. She has proven that a moral lifestyle is possible through alternative reasoning and is not a reflection of religion. The third example involves a devout Catholic man. His entire life has been created around the existence of God. However, as soon as he experiences difficulties in his marriage, he succumbs to temptation and cheats on his wife. The lying and adultery continues. Meanwhile, every Sunday he attends church asking for forgiveness. His actions are not only sinful, but immoral. Rather than turning to God for help in his marriage, he takes a different approach, an immoral one. It is easy to assume that he is an honest and virtuous man when he tells people that he is religious, when he shows up to church every Sunday, and when he gets involved. But in reality, he is more deceiving and corrupt than some non-religious people. I believe there are two things that make it difficult to assume and portray the connection between morals and religion. Number one is the existence of religious diversity. Within the United States, there are about 124 denominations, all who believe in different things and practice different lifestyles. For example, the Roman Catholic Church strictly denies abortion, no matter what the circumstances are, whereas the Southern Baptist Convention morally justifies abortion if the mother's life is in danger. Hundreds of opposing viewpoints of what is moral and what is immoral makes it almost impossible to determine who is right, thus making the assumption or conclusion that someone is morally defined by their religion or that we should all believe in the same thing contradicts the freedom of religion we stand by as a country. Number 2 is an influential and progressive society. It is crucial to understand that culture has changed and that the United States has progressively become more libertarian throughout the years. Something once as simple as media has become so permissive that morality is no longer meaningful. It is rather a faint concept. Violence, sexual content, profanity, and bullying is almost unavoidable in today's society, which makes even the most religious devotees susceptible to immorality. A progressive and corruptive society can interfere with an individual's moral values, despite what their religious beliefs are. For example, many people have seen the Netflix series Shameless, but when taking a step back and looking at the amount of stealing, profanity, cheating, and sexual content displayed, most would agree that the show reflects immoral behavior. However, I presume that a portion of Shameless viewers are religious, but basing their morality off the popular TV show they watch is not an accurate way to determine someone's character. After explaining why religious diversity and an influential progressive society makes it difficult to portray the connection between morality and religion, I certainly believe that it is possible to be a selfless human being who follows the rules, does not lie, cheat, or steal, and is non-religious at the same time. I also believe it is possible that religious individuals can be the most corrupt and decent people of all. These common misunderstandings is what makes the statement that morals are determined by religion so misconstrued and inaccurate. Supporting the division between morals and religion is the idea that, essentially, there will be no unfair, discriminatory, or misguided conclusions about non-religious and religious individuals. Most importantly, every individual is unique, believes in different things, follows different lifestyles, and commits differently to their beliefs, values, and morals. The Founding Fathers created a respectable and idealistic democracy that provided religious freedom for Americans, with the hope of avoiding stereotypes and judgmental assumptions. Without undermining religion nor supporting atheism, I have argued the idea that religious freedom does in fact apply to those who do not choose to be religious, as well as argue that the definition of right and wrong should be individually determined by character and behavior, somewhat controlled by governmental laws that the Founding Fathers put in place to maintain order, and unrelated to one's spirituality, for there is not a direct relationship between morality and religion.